We had a scheduled live and we went on there, but it wouldn't, the camera didn't operate and didn't put us live, and it was scheduled and everything. So we don't know why. So we just came and did the random one that wasn't.
We're going to see how this goes. But thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can see us and can comment on the bottom. I'm going to be looking to see if I can find the comments and stuff. But thank you for joining us New Year's Eve 2024.
And Happy New Year's Eve. We wanted just to come on here and talk about a few things, like some of your favorite Christmas traditions. Maybe what are some of the things that you like to do on New Year's Eve? We have a tradition that we do, and we fix all kinds of snack foods, and then we watch movies, and then at midnight we watch the ball drop. So that's what we do on New Year's Eve. And let us know maybe some of the things that you do on New Year's Eve.
We have our grandkids here. We have our granddaughter and our grandson. You want to come over and wave?
Steve's retirement. Howdy, Steve. Good to see you, Valerie, Buzz. Good to see you guys.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
It took us a few minutes to get things going, but hopefully everything's fine.
We still don't know what we did wrong as far as we had it scheduled, and then when we went on there, it didn't go live. So we don't know what we did wrong there. So we just had to
we got it.
Start a whole new live.
So we're kind of improvised real quick.
We're newbies. We don't know what we're doing. That was our granddaughter. Come say hi.
Our grandson is over here, but
he's a little shy.
He's just watching us, laughing at us.
So Valerie says she stayed home. Buzz said Steve had to teach him. Well, somebody's going to have to teach us. We were like, well, I don't know.
It's tough for us old people. But thank you for joining us.
It was a step of faith to do this live anyway. All right, let's see. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Shantirement. Haven't seen your videos in a while. Yes. We've missed them. We really have. So somebody said they're making, Valerie's making cookies. We made cookies yesterday. We made chocolate chip cookies. And so we've got a lot of goodies. We have another Christmas coming up on Saturday. We have Keith's family Christmas. So we're looking forward to that. So hopefully a lot of the goodies that I made will get ate up. Because we don't want to keep them around here after the first of the year. Let's see. Whatever you guys look great. Thanks, Valerie. She has grown. Yes, Valerie. She will be 10 in January.
Wow.
Double digits. Can you even believe it? They grow up too fast.
Almost as tall as Grammy here.
Hey, John. Nice to see you.
Nice
and
to see
Black
you guys.
2024. Nice to see you guys. Well, when we decided to do the live, we thought there might not be anybody watching, but we'll talk to ourselves.
We'll go ahead and try. We'd have our granddaughter here. We could talk to her, and grandson talk to them here. They're watching. I think they were more nervous than we were.
They were very nervous for us going live. And
the old people.
Oh boy. So we've still got some learning to do, obviously. Because we didn't even want this to be in portrait. We wanted to be in landscape, but it wouldn't work. Yeah. So here we
We're the last minute pushing buttons. What's going on? What's going on? But we wanted to go over some of the 2024 highlights and then go over some traditions you guys have. And we were fortunate enough to meet some fellow YouTubers. So we just wanted to do some highlights today.
And a few of the highlights is, let's see, are the cruise that we went on to the Bahamas. It was a last minute thing. Keith found a deal and we had the best time. It was only a 4-day cruise, but it was so fun. We really enjoyed it.
Oh, there it is, Addie.
We have ended up doing a lot this year. 2025, guys, is going to be a huge year for us because I will be celebrating my 50th class reunion in 2025. So I'll be out of high school for 50 years, which doesn't even seem possible. My mother turns 90 in
We'll turn 90,
2025,
yep.
and we will celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary in 2025.
So
So
2025 is going to be a big year for
it's
us.
going to be huge. We've got an Alaska cruise coming up. We're really excited about that. We got a lot going on. Shantirement says going live is hard for us too. Well, I am glad we are not the
Yes.
only one.
Makes us feel a little bit better.
We felt like, what? How hard can it be? What do we have to push? Anyway, we thought if we scheduled it ahead of time, all you had to do is get on there and then boom, you're good.
Yep.
No, we still don't know. We still don't know what we did wrong. And just to start a live,
Yep.
that was pretty easy. But anyway, I don't know how we'll do it next time. But let's see. So tell us about maybe some of your favorite Christmas traditions that you like to do every year. Since our kids are all grown and out of the house, things change as you go from having your children to having grandchildren. You start new traditions, and it's all fun. You know, I think as you age, you have to pivot because things change. I mean, that is just life. Life changes, and so you just have to learn to pivot and embrace every age. We loved when our kids were small, and we loved, going through all of that, but we're not there now.
No.
So we have grandchildren now. So we're loving this. We have just decided no matter what age we are, we're going to embrace. We're going to embrace change, and we're going to embrace the age where we are.
Embrace getting old, and hopefully, knock on wood, we'll have good health for 10, 15, 20 years maybe. That put me at 90.
Somebody's watching from Poland.
From Poland. Well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Wow, Poland. Miss Brittany. I still haven't figured out how to do it on my other channel. Okay. Well, see, it's good to know that we are not the only ones. Like, I know we're old, but we're not that old. It can't be that hard, right, guys? Oh, you subbed. Michael Wisecarver, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Valerie, this is my first year since I left home celebrating Christmas with my mom. Here I moved her in to take care of her. Well, that is very special. That is very special. And cherish those moments. My mother is 89. She'll be 90 this coming year. We are just cherishing all the time that we have with her because you know that time is limited when you're 89 years old.
And we've had a couple of Thanksgivings. Their last two Thanksgivings been kind of crazy here.
Yes, we've had ER visits on Thanksgiving. Last year it was my mother. This year it was our son. So we're hoping that New Year's will be uneventful.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is my everyday channel. It sure is good to see you guys on here. Like I said, when we decided to do this live, we said, well, if nobody shows up, we just talk to ourselves.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and tell them about the fellow YouTubers we've actually met this past year?
We met several. We met Steve from Steve's Retirement Corner. If you've not checked out his channel, he's a down-to-earth guy, and we met him and his wife, Connie. Just super sweet couple. We got to have lunch with them, and that was really awesome. We met a couple from Traveling Through, Jack and Alice. Very, very nice couple. We met them in Virginia Beach also. We got to have lunch with them. Super nice, sweet couple. Yes. And who else have we met? Roger from Adventures with Roger. He does a lot of travels from Indiana, and we live in Indiana. So he lives near us, and we got to have lunch with him, and that was really awesome.
Check out these channels if you would. They put up some awesome videos.
They do. What kind of daughter would I be if I didn't take care of her? I'm excited to have her. Yes.
Yes.
Just embrace those moments because our parents, we don't appreciate them when we're younger. And I think as we grow older, we know, our time with them is limited.
Hmm.
So, and I really miss my dad. He died, it'll be 2 years in April. And I really miss him. The other day,
Wow.
Keith and I were in the grocery store and I had forgot something in a previous aisle. So I went back to get it. And as I turned the corner, I looked up. And it's almost going to make me cry right now. There was a man, I looked up and he looked just like
Yeah.
my dad from the side. And it made me so emotional. I had to like choke
She
back
came back with tears in her eyes.
So you just never know when that's going to hit you. But yeah, I miss my dad. Well, she can't zip line like your mama.
Yep.
My mom zip lined when she was 78, I think it
Yeah.
was. And we are doing a 90th birthday party for her. And we have a picture of her at 89,
89.
on a mechanical bull.
Yep. It wasn't going very fast.
No, but she is very adventurous.
She wanted to do it.
She wanted to do something because she wanted to do something before her 90th birthday.
And she gets out. She walks, a couple miles every day if it's nice, and goes to the YMCA there and walks inside. And man, she is probably better health than I am.
And if anybody had lived to be 100, it'd probably be her.
Yep.
That's just the way it is. All right, let's see. Big hug to you, Valerie. No way that'd be me for sure. Well, I'm adventurous, but I have learned because I am so accident prone.
Very accident prone, right, kids?
I have to be careful.
Oh yeah, a couple of our videos, we slow motion with her falling down one of our hikes there and took a real hard tumble on her hip. I was like, oh my gosh.
It is a miracle I did not break my hip or an arm or something.
In Fort Knox.
I tumbled down the hill into the creek bed.
Right on the rock.
And it was rock that I just smacked.
Yeah.
I was sore the next day.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Valerie tried to make it look good, though. Well, I was trying not to kill myself.
Yeah, she was trying to reach for a tree, but her hand hit the tree, but she couldn't grab hold of it.
Yeah, my arms are too short. Couldn't grab the tree. So, and I've been teaching our grandkids to roller skate.
Oh.
But I've not gotten on them myself. I love to roller skate. And that was one of my big things that I did when I was young. But I just know, as accident prone as I am, I don't need to be on roller skates. So there you have it. All right. How about, what are some things that you guys have planned for 2025? Are there anybody out there who's got some big plans for 25? We've got several things.
We got things planned, or anything coming up special for you?
We've got several things going. We're taking a cruise to Alaska in April, and that's an early anniversary trip that we're going to do. What else are we going to do? We're doing
on the trip. We already got a couple excursions already booked.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is we're taking a helicopter to one of the glaciers that lands on the glaciers. You get to get out and walk around, drink the water right from the water as it's coming down the glacier, and walk around for about 20 minutes. And I mean, it's quite expensive, but it's a bucket list item for us. So we wanted to do something on the glacier. We wanted to do it. So that was one excursion. Then the Skagway, the railroad in Skagway.
It's a once in a lifetime trip.
Yes.
I don't like to be cold.
Yeah.
But I do want to see Alaska because I've never seen a glacier. And I've been told that Alaska is so beautiful. And we have seen videos, and there's nothing like videos and pictures don't do things justice. And so it is on our bucket list. And so we thought that would be a great way to celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary. We're also on the very day of our anniversary. We were married on a Friday, and 50 years later,
it's a Friday.
It's a Friday. And so we're going to have an open house for our anniversary and just have people come and eat with us and share memories. We're going to
Yes.
have a memory jar. We want people to write down maybe some memories they have of us or whatever. So it should be fun. You only, I mean, it only comes around once, right?
Yep.
50 years? That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
Most people don't make it near 50
that much.
years. So we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the entire year.
Yep.
We're going to do it upright.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm hoping to get 500 subscribers on my other channel. Like I said, this is my everyday account.
Which one's
Miss
that?
Brittany.
Brittany.
Miss Brittany has some good content. You might check her out. Alaska bird is the mosquito.
Mosquitoes, the Alaska bird.
Does that mean the mosquitoes are big in Alaska? Oh my goodness. I'm in Kentucky, but my brother lives in Corydon, Indiana.
Who's that?
Awesome. Gary with 2 R's.
Gary with 2 R's.
Well, nice to have you, Gary.
Yeah, thanks for joining
us today. Like I said, we've never done a live. We've thought about it for a long time, but it's like, what do we got to lose? You know, let's just do it.
We might do it 2 or 3 times a year, or we just might do it every New Year's Eve. Is this? We just wanted to try it and see what it was like.
And there's JJ. Hello, I'm new. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Paid $1 for them at a yard sale. Figure I could afford emergency room visit while learning. Oh, goodness, Steve. Oh, boy. Let's see. Do we have the thing to see all the other comments? Because I can't see the ones that have passed.
Let me see. Yeah.
Keith will look, because I know we've missed some comments on here.
I'll look on here.
Let's see.
What kind of snacks are you having for tonight? Are you staying up to midnight watching the football games or
Who
movies?
All staying up till midnight? We used to do it all the time.
Yep.
Now we're lucky if we make it. Last year, we ate our snacks. We went to bed 10:30 or so, and then we woke up right around midnight, got up, watched the ball drop, went back to bed.
And then our neighbors tell them about the cannon.
Oh, somebody had a cannon. And I'm talking, it shook the house to where pictures fell off the walls. So they really went all out. Steve says he'll be asleep by midnight. Well, we probably.
Well, I'm gonna watch the Notre Dame Georgia game, so that should last pretty close to midnight.
I don't know. We're just not night people. We've
Not
never
anymore.
been, even when we were younger, we were never night people. And when we were in ministry, it was our job to watch kids from 8 to midnight every year while they did their midnight service, New Year's Eve service. And that was a challenge because we were not night people. And sometimes we'd have 100 kids. And when you're not night people and you've got 100 kids for 4 hours, it's a challenge.
Yes.
We don't do that anymore. We don't have the energy for one thing. I'm watching from Pakistan. Oh
wow,
my gosh.
Pakistan.
Isn't the internet crazy? This is unbelievable. Gary, I've set my alarm for 11:58 before just to watch the ball drop and go back to bed. Yeah, we can relate. We just can't stay awake anymore. But we do like to watch the ball drop. When our kids were all home, we would eat our snacks, and we started around 6, and we would watch movies. We went to Blockbuster back in the day and rented movies, and we would watch movies up until like 11:45, and then we would turn on the TV and watch the ball drop and everything. And so we'll have our sparkling grape juice and watch the ball drop tonight.
Yep.
So our grandkids are over here laughing at us. They think we're hilarious.
Steve says he thinks the Indy, Notre Dame, and Georgia games tomorrow on New Year's Day. I have to relook on that. I thought it
Ooh.
came on at 8:45 tonight. I'll have to
That was
recheck.
going to be his motivation
Yeah,
for
to stay
staying
up.
awake.
If it's a good game, I could stay up to midnight. But if it's not on, it's going to be a challenge to stay up.
Yep.
I was pretty sure it was tonight, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong quite a few times.
I've been wrong many more times than I care to count, let me tell you.
Yep.
All right, let's see. What else have we not talked about?
You could go tell
How
them
about what is your favorite holiday movie? Whether it be Christmas, New Year's. We've got several favorite Christmas movies.
We
that
always
like
watch,
to
of course,
see.
everybody loves Elf. We love Elf.
Yep, that's one of our favorites. Home Alone. I can't even tell you how many times we've seen that movie. And I've seen all of the Home Alones, but you really can't beat the first one. I mean, that was when it came out, and we have seen that so many times. Have you seen the crowd in Gatlinburg for New Year's Eve? Whenever I've seen some things online of pictures, but we've never been down there. We have heard that it around Christmas time that Gatlinburg is the place to be. So, but we have never been down there. Do you have a special meal for New Year's Day? No. I know my mother always did cabbage and black-eyed peas or something like that because there's, I guess, superstitions.
You used to have a family get together all the time on New Year's Day.
Right. My mother's family always got together on New Year's Day, and but no, we don't eat any traditional meals on New Year's. I know a lot of people do, but we don't. We usually have leftovers from.
We usually do every year the traditional, try to lose weight and be healthy and everything. So, we do good for a couple of days.
No, we have done very well this year with our walking. We really have. And then when I had my knee issue, that sidelined me for a little bit, but we're back in now. We've kept that commitment to walk. Gary says, hi, Steve. What about you guys? Do any of you have a special meal that you eat at New Year's? I know there's something about cooking cabbage and putting a penny or something
a penny
in
or a
the
dime.
cabbage.
I think it's a dime. I'm not sure what
for good luck, or I can't remember. But I know there's something about cabbage and black-eyed peas that people eat, and I'm not even sure why, but that's what they do.
I'm not really a cabbage eater anyway.
No. I like cabbage. Cabbage doesn't like me. It just doesn't sit well with me, so we don't eat it. So there you have that.
So we're going to have meatballs a little bit later, and we got some special dip for salsa dip and stuff. And
we have meatballs in the crock pot. That's
rolls.
What we're having tonight. Yeah. We're having a nacho dip that we have with our nachos. We're having mozzarella cheese sticks and pizza rolls, and then our grape juice that we have, our sparkling grape juice. That's what we're going to have tonight. Steve is going to have collard greens, black-eyed peas, and hog jowl.
Hog jowl.
Okay. Do you know the thing behind that? Is that for like good luck in the new year? I know there's a thing behind it why people do that, but I guess my family just never did it. So I'm out of the loop on that. Any other family traditions that you do every year? Maybe on New Year's, some people go outside at midnight and shoot guns in the open.
Candace out here. We got several shooting guns. They get the one that has a shooting range a couple houses down. They go out there sometimes, shoot their, sounds like a machine gun.
Supposed to be for good fortune, wealth, and health. Well, there you go.
Yep.
Everybody needs wealth, health, and good fortune, right? So, yay. All right. And that a collard green, see, that's another thing that I didn't grow up eating collard greens. So
York, Pennsylvania had pork loin and sauerkraut.
Okay. Pork loin. I like pork loin. Sauerkraut, not so much.
We'd go to Frisch's, but they closed them all, Gary said.
I know.
We love Frisch's. Used to cruise around Frisch's back in the day in the 70s.
Yes, and they had the best breakfast buffet. And when they moved out, it's like, I really miss Frisch's.
Yep.
And they had their Frisch's Big Boy and their hot fudge cake.
Yep. The one in New Albany was the main Frisch's here in southern Indiana, and people would just cruise constantly.
That was the cruise loop.
Yep.
Was through Frisch's.
We were one of them. We would go around, just drive around in circles.
It's crazy what you do when back then when we didn't have the internet.
Yep.
What you do to amuse
yourself.
You
had roller rings, and that's where you learned your skating.
That was every Friday night.
Everybody went
to the roller skating rink. And I still love roller skating. Mm-hmm. I love it. I even dreamed about having a roller skating rink in our backyard that I could just go skating anytime I want to. But now that my knees are showing
not very good.
Age,
yeah.
I don't think that would be such
you
a great
play tag
idea.
with our grandkids, running tag and stuff. And the next day I said, Pappy can't run too much more today. My knees are swollen up and my running's not running. It's kind of like a limp run.
We pay for it if we try to. Keith and I, in our younger days, instead of walking, we used to jog.
5Ks.
We'd run 2 miles and it was nothing. And then we would do those 5Ks and everything. And now it's like
5 steps.
Yeah. Our knees just can't take it anymore. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of the young people I see out here running miles. I mean, miles and miles and miles. And I'm thinking, oh, you're going to regret that when you get in your 60s. Because you just don't realize the pounding your joints take on hard surfaces until you're in your 60s. And then you go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have jogged on that asphalt all those miles.
Yeah.
Cruising around Frisch's, great time. Yeah,
yes,
Frisch's was a good cruising. That was, and we didn't know any different. I mean, that's what we did for entertainment.
That's all you had was you just entertain yourselves.
Mm-hmm. Drive around, everybody.
Which
in
car
cars.
had the loudest muffler and all that?
Yeah. And Frisch's probably hated it because, I mean, I don't know that they got that much business from the cruisers. It just probably tied up their parking lot and everything. Let's see. I know I probably missed some of the comments.
I've been trying to follow them.
Okay. What are you guys having tonight? Anything special for New Year's Eve? Do you go out? Do you party?
Last year we got pizza. We had pizza here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've never, I guess, gone to a New Year's Eve party. We used to back because we had to do the kids.
Yeah.
But when that was over, we just enjoy being home on New Year's Eve.
Safer.
We don't like to be out in the traffic and you don't know who's out there drinking and driving because people's out there drinking. Yeah. So for me, we would just rather stay home. Gary is having chicken and dumplings.
Okay, I'm on my way.
That's one of my favorites, Gary. I love chicken and dumplings. That's one of my favorites. Wow.
You like chicken and dumplings, Addie?
I don't know.
You know?
Chicken and dumplings, chicken and noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of our favorite things that we like to eat.
Okay, Jack.
All right. What are some of your favorite Christmas memories? Maybe when you were a kid. Memory? Is there a favorite Christmas that you remember?
Okay, wait a second.
Let us know it in the comments if you can think of something that is a really good memory. We normally just hang out at home on New Year's Eve.
Joe and Marie said Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Okay, our granddaughter wants to tell one of her happy memories or best memories. So come over here, hon.
Okay, so, wait. I forgot what I was going to say.
Happy memory.
Oh, so, whenever I I turned 7, I just I got this really cool present and I really liked it. So.
Okay, nice
And
present.
that was your favorite Christmas?
All right.
And she is getting ready to turn 10.
I
She'll
can't
be
be-
double digits
Wow.
in January. So that's another big thing that's happening in 2025.
That's what gets me is when these kids now, and she's in 4th grade and they're doing stuff in 4th grade that, I was like a freshman in high school that before we started doing like geometry or stuff like that. I mean, their computer skills, because we didn't have stuff back then, but they're just, man, they're way above us and on the skill level of doing things on anything, whether it be math, English. Their brains are so much better than mine.
I can't help on the
No.
math homework.
I try to.
I can't do, our grandson is in 1st grade and I can't do 1st grade math.
Steve Retirement Corner said January is this month also. So
Okay.
got a birthday coming up. Okay, you just normally stay at home and hang out at home. That, we used to play some games. We'd have one of our favorite games is aggravation. I don't know if you remember that game there. We used to play aggravation. Grandkids and us, we play it quite often.
Mhm.
And of course, Monopoly and I mean, it takes forever, but it does get aggravating when you play aggravation, doesn't it? Yes.
When you get sent back to start again
Again
and
and
again
again
and
and
again.
again.
Yeah.
They say sorry, but goodbye, and you go back to start.
Yeah, we used to get together and play card games and different things. But as we've gotten older, I tell you what,
Yeah.
our favorite place to be is home.
Yeah.
We just love to be home. And on any given day at 6:30 p.m., you can find me in my pajamas in the recliner,
half asleep,
kicking up, relaxing. And mornings and evenings are my favorite times of day. That's the only time that I sit down, I relax, and just, because I am a type A and I'm always up doing something. But early morning and evening, I kind of kick back, and that's my time to relax.
Gary with the 2 R's says January is a great birthday month. It's his also, and Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, we love Dolly.
Yeah, we saw her at the end of 2023. It was, we saw her, and we was right there when they did the grand opening for was it not Heart Song? Yeah, Heart Song. For Heart Song. She was only like 20 feet away from us. Came out and talked and sang, and she was, man.
If you've never visited her resorts there in Pigeon Forge, it is well worth going. Both of them are quality resorts, and we went for the grand opening, and we had the best
and they gear
time.
to the family. I mean, everything
very
for
family,
kids.
Friendly. We like places like that. That's geared for family. Let's see. Watch Dick's Clark's.
You're gonna be watching Dick Clark's.
Yep. We do too. We watch movies and then we turn it over and we watch that. I think Carrie Underwood is going to be on there this year.
I think Carrie Underwood's going to be on there.
We like Carrie too.
We went to one of her concerts in Nashville. It was awesome.
She put on a phenomenal concert. It was like 3 hours and she was nonstop. It was unbelievable. The energy it took to put that. I was tired just watching her. And she's so talented, so talented. And we just watched Dolly Parton's Christmas special. It was, I think it premiered last year, but we didn't see it for whatever reason last year. I don't know. But we taped it and we watched it just last
a couple
night,
of days ago.
And we really like Dolly. We like how she shares her faith. Yeah. She's just bold and she says what she thinks, and we really like Dolly. She's very talented. Coming from a family that large, oh my goodness. We did a video, I believe, about your character. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
It's hard to do videos about concerts because copyrights. So you can only play we figured out you can do almost 10 seconds of a song. And then you have to stop. And then, you can do almost another 10 seconds and you won't get any copyright strikes, but it's hard.
we stayed at the Holiday Inn. It's like a half-mile away from where the concert was, the big arena there. And it was beautiful when the concert started. When we came out, it was pouring down rain. Of course, we walked, so we had to run back as best as we can run with it was pouring down
We
rain.
had ponchos, thank goodness, that we had put in our pocket. And so afterwards, everybody was like scrambling because
it was pouring down
was
rain.
pouring, and we had to walk several
up a
blocks.
hill. It was a huge hill.
So we were dry to about our knees, and then from our knees down, we were sopping wet because our ponchos didn't cover that.
Yeah, Steve says Dolly does a lot for the town that she's from.
She is such a philanthropist, if I can't even say that right. But she does so much good with her reading program and for the kids and all. I mean, she has given so much money away. But, she feels like that's why God has blessed her so that she can then bless others. And she
really shares her faith. That's really good.
We appreciate that about her. Okay, let's see. Does anybody have anything big coming up next year? Like we've got several big things.
Yeah.
Anybody got any big trips or any big birthdays or anniversaries?
One of our trips is going to be on the Chattanooga? What was it?
Tennessee Valley, Chattanooga. Yeah. We're going to go there for 4 days, I think it is. We do a train ride through the Tennessee Valley and see a lot of sights there in Chattanooga. Chattanooga is so pretty. We drive through there when we go to Florida. Just so pretty with the mountains, and it's just gorgeous. So we're going to spend 4 days there. We're going to do a Mississippi
Our son really
cruise.
wanted to go with us on something like this, so we got kind of like for a Christmas present for him to go with us, a Mississippi cruise for like 4 days or 5 days.
We take one of the coaches up to Iowa. We get on the riverboat Twilight, I think it is, and then we go out on the Mississippi River. And so that ought to be really fun.
3 or 4 stops. It'll be
Biltmore, we're going to go there for Christmas next year. We were supposed to go this year, but it got canceled. We were really disappointed. But, a lot of the roads and stuff were just in really bad shape. And so we were going with a bus tour, and they just decided
it was like 2 weeks after the hurricane or the flooding, as it was, the flooding and stuff that went through there. And they said they couldn't stay open.
And I guess Asheville really got hit really hard. So we didn't get to do that this year, but we'll do it next year. So that'll be fun. We're planning on doing some more cruises this year because we love to cruise, and we just hadn't cruised since
our 40th anniversary. So this is like 10 years between cruises. So, but our last cruise there that we went to Nassau and the Bahamas there and Coco Cay. Man, we was on the allure of the seas, and it just kind of lit our fire that we want to do some more cruises.
We forgot how much we love cruising.
We want to take our grandkids with us on the next cruise sometime, either 25 or 26. So
Biltmore is great. We went there when the kids were little. I've been to Biltmore, and I went through the Biltmore Mansion. Keith has never been. I don't think. No. Have you? But we're going to go at Christmas for their candlelight tour. So it's supposed to be really nice. I think we eat at the restaurant that's behind the Biltmore, and then we get to take a tour through the mansion with candlelight. So I have heard that it is just gorgeous. So I can't wait. I was a teenager, I think, the last time I was at Biltmore. So I remember it, but you don't appreciate things when you're a teenager.
No.
So I was there, but I couldn't tell you much about it other than it was huge. Never been to Christmas, but want to take the wife.
Yes. Be a good trip.
Never been to northern Indiana or Michigan. Thinking about going to the Indiana sand dunes in Holland, Michigan. I've never been to the dunes. Keith
I
has
have.
told me about them.
I grew up in the South Bend, Mishawaka, Elkhart area, and went to the Indiana Dunes a lot, and it's really nice up there. Of course, you get that snow effect, snow coming off the lake, and boy, I mean, I remember we get a foot, 2 feet of snow, and we still be going to school. And then when we, southern Indiana, where we live here near Louisville, and we get an inch of snow, and they cancel for 2 or 3
Yeah.
days.
Yep. So he's told me about the
Yep.
dunes, and I've never been. So that's on our bucket
Yep.
list too, to go and do that.
If you're up there, stop by Shipshewana.
Shipshewana is really nice.
In Napanee, Indiana.
Not going until summer. Yeah, you don't want to go up there in the winter. No.
Definitely. No, Shipshewana.
Too much snow.
Yeah, Shipshewana is an awesome place. You can spend all day, maybe 2 days there, and they got a place, an Amish restaurant there. Actually, my mom used to work there years ago when it was kind of smaller, and she would talk about it. So we always go up there and eat. I forgot the name of it. We got a video of it. But they got great Amish food there.
Yeah, and there's Amish acres up there. There's a lot of Amish that
Yeah.
live in that area. So there's a lot of good Amish places to eat. And we got to see the Indiana Amish this year. And that was interesting. Like, we got on a bus and they took an Amish woman who lives in, I don't know, somewhere in Indiana where there's a big Amish settlement. They put her on the bus, and as we went from place to place, she told us about the Amish and their lifestyle and why they've chosen to live that way. And she was the sweetest lady, and we really enjoyed that. We learned a lot about their lifestyle. But I wouldn't want to go up to northern Indiana in the winter. We've been there many times. We used to go every year for Thanksgiving because Keith's parents lived up there. And so every Thanksgiving we'd go up there. Well, you never knew if we was going to get into a blizzard because they always had snow up there, always. And it's rare. I mean, we get snow down here, but it's rare to get a big snow down here.
Yeah, we normally get freezing rain and stuff down here that really ties things down.
We're due for an Arctic blast next week, and I am not looking forward to that. I do not like to be cold.
Yeah, I think it's next Monday and Tuesday, like highs in the maybe 28, 29, they're saying, and lows in the low teens. So with the wind chill factor, it could be below zero. So for about 2 or 3 days. So not looking forward to that for sure.
No. Another question I was going to ask everybody is, how long do you keep your Christmas decorations up?
You can see we got ours up.
People that the day after Christmas, everything comes down. And I am the type of person, like, we put our stuff up before Thanksgiving because we love the lights. We love all the festive decorations. I mean, if you could see our house, it looks like Christmas threw up. Yeah. Because every square inch is decorated in some kind of Christmas decor. But we love it. And so we keep it up every year till after New Year's. And so this year, we will have another Christmas celebration at our house on Saturday. And that's the 4th?
The 4th.
So who knows when our decorations are going to come down.
Steve wanted to know if I remember the storm or if we remember the storm in 1977.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. That was terrible. Our son was born in 77.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the year of the big storm. And I was telling our grandkids earlier about it because we saw a little meme thing on Facebook about the 77 blizzard. And I was telling her that, excuse me, I worked downtown Corydon and I had to go up this big hill to get home. And I would go up the hill in the car and I'd slide back down. And I'd go up and I'd slide back down. And so I think finally I parked the car and I walked up the hill to get Keith to come and help me to get this car up the hill. It was terrible. Oh my gosh, it was bad. Started taking them down this past weekend. Used to keep them up till after New Year's when the kids were young.
Kids, they love Christmas, and you probably could keep them up all year round.
We just love the Christmas decorations, and so that's why we put them up before Thanksgiving, and keep them up
Yeah.
till after New Year's because we want to enjoy them as long as we can.
Yeah, one of our Christmas traditions, I don't know if it was ours, but our kids was they would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and come and get mom and dad. This year they got a little bit of payback. Was our grandkids here? They got up at
They got
2:30.
up at 2:30. I said, payback's not fun.
No.
Probably have all our decorations down by this weekend.
Yeah.
Normally, we start taking them down,
Yeah.
After New Year's or sometimes New Year's Day. This year it's going to be later because we have another Christmas celebration at our house, and I want them to be all up. So we're not going to get.
Yeah, it's always easier to get family together after Christmas, at the start of the new year, because everybody's busy going to family, relatives, and doing things. So just for us, it was easier to get everybody together the first week after Christmas.
So we're going to do our Christmas, and we get together, we eat, and then we play games.
Yeah.
Silly games.
The saran wrap game.
And then we have the big saran
That's
wrap
the
ball. That's the main attraction.
Yeah.
So I've still got to put that together. We've got all the stuff. We just have to get that put together and figure out the other games.
We got a couple games I got written down that we're going to do. I think would be fun. But our family's pretty competitive on things there. So it should be fun.
It's fun to get together with family and play games and do things.
Because they grow up, they all grow up so much, and some of them's already graduated from high school and everything. So it's good to see them and their kids.
So and Gary said, it's so hard to get all the family together around Christmas. Yeah. And when you've got small children, you don't want to pull them here and there and everything. So we just try to plan all around. We had my family's Christmas this past Saturday, which was after Christmas. And then we're having his family this next Saturday. Yeah. It's all good. It's like, don't try to cram everything into 1 or 2 days. Then everybody's burnt out.
And this year past Christmas with your family was the first time that everybody was able to show up in several years, either because of sicknesses or something like that. So it was good to see everybody on
Yes, it's good to get all together and see. And when you think about it, you really only have your kids for like 12 Christmases because then they're grown up.
Yeah.
And the time just goes so quickly. Yeah. It goes so quickly. So you just want to enjoy the time that you have with your family. Yeah.
I just love seeing their excitement and, just when they wake up and come just running under, kind of peeking to see what gifts has their names on it and stuff like that. And you say, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, just looking.
Yeah, just looking.
We got about 5 minutes left there, I think.
Okay, got about 5 minutes. Anybody want to ask us any questions? Anything that's burning?
One thing
I want to ask Keith and Terry that.
One of the questions we had in a couple of our videos, the same person, they heard a humming sound. Do you guys still hear a humming sound every so often? We weren't sure if it's our microphones or what, but one of them said that she has the headphones on and hears a humming that's kind of distracting. So hopefully we've taken care of that. We thought it was our hot tub, but she said no, she still heard it. But
yeah.
Oh well. We do our best.
Sounds good here, he said.
Good.
Yeah, we got our microphones because I think it helps not to pick up all the background noise. You hear more of the voices than you do the background noise. So anyway, but they're not the most expensive microphones in the world. So yeah. I'm sure they're not that great of quality.
Yeah.
Only heard it in that one video. Okay. So I bet it was our hot tub because we had just filled the hot tub up. And after you fill it up, it runs constantly till it gets up to temperature. And you can hear it when it does hum when it's running. So that was probably what it was in that video.
With us when we say happy, I'll tell you when you come up here.
Do you two get anything special for Christmas? Well, Gary, when you're married almost 50 years, like we just get whatever we want.
Our travels, we pretty much every year we sit down and write down the things that we want to do. We got a huge bucket list. Like in 2026, we're thinking about going to Japan, and with the cost of everything like that, we try to do, 3 kind of real big things, and then several, if we do cruises, 3 to 4 day cruises, smaller things, and stay within a budget that we put every year. So we just any money we would spend on each other at Christmas or anything, birthdays and stuff, we just put it right towards our travels.
Yeah. So we don't exchange
Yeah.
gifts with one another. Just
Our
you know,
fun is traveling. We've always wanted to
yes.
travel. We love going, either like in Florida or some of beaches and stuff, and of course cruises. So
We would just as soon spend
Yeah.
money on that.
yeah, that's our
And
priority.
the gifts, that's not our love language to each other. I mean, we just love going and doing and traveling. So we would much rather just spend money on doing that. So that's what we do.
Someone asked have we gone to Hawaii?
Yes, we went to Hawaii for our 20th wedding anniversary.
25th, wasn't it?
It was our 20th.
20th, okay.
Mhm. But we weren't doing YouTube at that time.
Uh-oh.
So we don't have any videos.
Yeah.
We have a picture album.
The old picture popped out of the
Yes.
Polaroids.
Yes. So, I mean, we probably need to schedule another trip
Yeah.
now that we got our
Yep.
YouTube channel. But that was a story in itself
It was.
because we never dreamed that we would be able to go to Hawaii. And we were dreaming about what would we like to do for our 20th wedding anniversary. So we were just dreaming. And we said, we'd really like to go to Hawaii. Well, that was just like putting that way out there because we thought we'd never get to do that. But I was watching Good Morning America or some kind of show that said, if you buy an airplane ticket to anywhere in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii, you could buy one and get one free.
It was golf balls.
With a package of these certain kind of golf balls.
Package of 24.
And so we went on search for these golf balls.
We found them.
We found them.
Up in
So we
South
paid
Bend.
for one plane ticket, got the other one free. We joined Sears Travel Club. At that time, it was $50. And with that travel club, you got 50% off your hotel. So we stayed at the Queen Kapiolani for 50% off. And then
Waikiki, yep.
we took a suitcase full of food because we thought we might get over
You
there.
could do that.
Might
then.
not be able to eat.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Yeah. So we took a suitcase full of snacks and food. And then it was empty on the way back. So we brought souvenirs home in that. But while we were over there, we did one of those timeshare listening things, where they try to sell you something. And they ask is there anything you want to do? And we said, no, the only thing we want to do is we want to take a day trip to Maui. Oh, we can't do that. And I said, well, that's really the only thing we want to do. So we were walking out the door and they said, wait, they gave us a plane ticket to Maui and rented us a car for the day for listening to their 1 hour spiel.
It was 1 hour, one of the few that actually was that 1 hour. Yeah, I think it was.
Dare to dream, because we were just dreaming, and we went to Hawaii, and we went.
Yep.
It was a cheap trip.
It was an awesome trip. It's a long flight. I mean, I thought from LA it was only like a 2 hour flight, but it's like a 4.5, 5 hour flight from LA to Hawaii. Gary said the man is wrong again. Yeah, I've been wrong several times on that date. Yep. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Hello from Michigan.
Hey, nice. Thank you for joining us. We're about ready to wrap it up here.
Have you done a lifestyle visit at the Villages? No, we haven't. A friend of mine lives at the Villages, and I subscribe to a YouTube channel of a couple that is from the Villages. But no, we haven't.
Yes.
We haven't done that. How do you stay healthy on the cruise? Seems like so many come back
Oh, it's
sick.
rough.
A lot of hand washing. Seriously.
Yeah.
Every time you come back to your room, wash your hands. I mean, just a lot of hand washing. And we just try not to get in big crowds with, everybody crammed in. We pretty much stay to ourselves and get up on the ship's deck where there's a lot of fresh air, So we've never come back sick on a cruise ship. Okay, are we about an hour?
Yeah, we're about. You guys want to come over and wish them a happy New Year?
So we're probably going to have to get off. I like your channel. I'm retiring 2025 from the post office.
Awesome.
Congratulations. All right.
You want to come over here, Addie?
Well,
you want to come over, Casey?
Thanks for joining us on our first live, because we really seriously thought we might be sitting here talking to ourselves for an hour. We really appreciate you joining us. You want to come?
Okay.
Okay. Our
Well-
grandson doesn't want to, and that's okay.
We want to wish everybody a happy new year.
Everybody, have a great 2025.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We'll see you the next time we're up.
Thank you.
I don't know when that'll be, but
Bye.
bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.